Okay. Hello. Actually, technically, goodbye to the regular season. Thank goodness this final stretch is over. Well, nearly over. We have one more day or two. Regular season edition of the Locks on the weekend, at least. And then we have play-in scenario, playoff games all the way through the championship. So don't worry, we're here on the weekends like Lindy's here during the week. It's just a matter of trying to maximize what we have. All right, I want to jump in right away. I don't want to waste any time. We only have 3 games. I'll tell you about some other stuff happening, but let's just look right away. You've already hit the thumbs up, subscribe, right? All of that. Right away, we want to take the Denver Nuggets. Why against the Utah Jazz on the road where both teams are playing for absolutely nothing? Only 3 games, and that's really the theme here, the scenario throughout. Let's start with Denver. On the road against Utah, Jazz have been eliminated. We know the Jazz are not doing much, playing for anything, and that's the nature of this is basically the latter part, at least, of the season. Once they get eliminated, you're kind of just like, all right, it's Kelly Olynyk and get me to the finish line. The difference, though, and this is a theme we've been targeting on the 5 and 5, the NBA parlay stuff that's been hitting for us, is Denver's full of bench guys. Denver's got a bunch of guys coming off the bench that have played spot minutes throughout for the most part, and they're getting a huge spurt of minutes that normally we see in this limited capacity is definitely beneficial to Denver in this case. That team, whoever's having these guys come in en masse. Now, you stretch it out for 3, 4, 5 games, you start to realize why these guys are on the bench, but for the most part, what we're getting here, very simple, is Denver's bench guys reeling, hey, man, we may not have much time in the playoffs. This rotation is going to shorten up, and they're coming out firing. Meanwhile, this is where reality sets in for Utah. So cash it. We're going to lock the Denver Nuggets. Whatever spread we're going to get is going to be plus money at this point because everybody's going to be sitting, or it's going to be like close to a pick 'em. So lock up the Denver Nuggets on the spread right away. Let me tell you what's going on at Bet365. Simple, easy stuff. New Jersey, Ohio, Colorado, Virginia. Take 60 seconds out of your life. You probably don't even realize that you have Bet365. Now you're going to get $200 right back in bonus bets. Simple, right? 60 seconds out of your life. Sign up, deposit $10, and then bet $1 on anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Bet $1 on anything, and you'll get $200 right back into your account. Again, simple, easy. 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's keep it moving. Rapid fire here. I'm not going to keep you long. 3 games on a near meaningless slate. What more do you really want? There isn't in-depth analysis here. It's just looking at a couple of different angles that we can work in our favor. Next game up, it's going to be the Wolves and the Spurs. Look, that's a big line, 13.5, much as the next line that we're going to talk about as well. Do I trust that Minnesota is playing for enough at this point of the game here in San Antonio where it's not just like do what you can and get out with a victory versus pounding a team into the ground? The message and the best opportunity, the best vehicle, I think, to cashing a ticket is not laying the full 13.5, but once that first half comes up, that's when you jump in. That first half play, that's when you come in and take the Wolves, lay the first half points. That's fine. That's okay there. But lay the first half points and make sure that you capitalize. Not first quarter, not second quarter. I'm not worried about how deep San Antonio's going. I'm not worried about where the bench activity is for Minnesota. Although if they're not playing for anything, you go back to that Denver mentality, playoff-bound team with guys on the bench that probably aren't going to play much are now playing. Either way, I think the best route here, route, you say route, you say route, and we make it work. Sitcom? Anybody? No? Okay. You should know this. Spurs, by the way, 2 live at 13.5. We'll take Minnesota first half spread. It's lean. I can't lock it all up. First half spread. Now, before we get to the last play, let me tell you what's going on here on the Discord. I'm going to give you half off your first week. ES Insider is the code. ES Insider. Lindy's here. Don't worry. He's on the Discord with me. Ben, Raza, Isaiah, we're all here. And we just had another one. I want to show you what's going on here. Nice super smash that we give out on the Discord. Remember this? Just what, 2 nights ago? Last night? No, last night. Or whenever you're watching this. Yeah, I don't like kind of all the nonsense that you get from me. At the bottom is inconsequential because we're giving out winning tickets, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers outright. We'll take the points, but also outright. That's why we want you here, part of the Discord. We got that shit cooking. We got same game parlays. We got parlays. We got home run bombs here. Absolutely, Schwarber bomb comes through for our home run play. No need to get that promo when you hit the actual multiple parlays. We got all this stuff happening. Same game parlays. We have it all happening here for you on the Discord. That's why we want you to be part of it. ES Insider is the code below. I'll give you half off your first week. Last game, third game, same exact philosophy that we're applying here. It's a cut and paste scenario. Portland on the road is getting 16.5 points against a Clippers team that's still fighting, but we just don't know how deep starters will play or how many starters will play. You can look at Q tags, you can look at the standings, you can try and figure this thing out, but most likely you may get like a quarter or a half for Kawhi Leonard, or you may just get up by enough and then kind of slowly, just methodically pull guys second half load management. That's what I'm targeting there. That's the best thing for me, most realistic pathway here, at least to the first half for the Clippers, which is, all right, get up and get out. At that point, it doesn't matter what happens. If a team covers a 17 to a 15 to a 12-point spread, the reality is that you've done the majority, if not all, of the damage in the first half, and that's what the Clippers need to do, so long as they're serious about this whole thing with Golden State, moving up and keeping them at bay. That's the biggest thing that they have working for them. So, again, I like the Clippers. This is a lock, and we're going to lock up the LA Clippers, laying points, mind you, but still first half spread, taking care of business, knocking Portland out then, and not worrying about any backdoor or anything along those lines. And there you have it. All right, 3 up, 3 down, simple stuff, right? Easy stuff. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. You know where you are for that BetMGM stuff. And also, just join the Discord. ES Insider is the promo code. All right, we'll see you Sunday.